stop right there. Okay, I got my money for you.
So way to clutch that last one out, dude. Seriously.
Hey, what?
Way to clutch that last one out.
Thank you. Just Sheik's really fast, and the one thing I was just getting outmaneuvered with Peach, so I figured I just needed something that I could play more defensive with, and something with a lot safer aerials. So that way he can't just shield forward tilt me.
Oh yeah.
So went with the adjustment with Peach. Ended up going pretty well, or not Peach, with Palutena.
Oh, yep.
So we got, who do we got? Celsus, I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think so. Yeah.
Versus John. John's going Pacman.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Oh, do I get?
Oh, against Roy. Oh, this would be really interesting.
Oh.
You don't actually get to see
John's
this
playing.
matchup too. Yeah. You don't actually get to see this matchup too frequently.
No, because it's like, what would it be? Goblin versus T usually.
Probably something like that. If T is in the area.
John's gonna try to get a combo going with fairs and stuff.
Yeah. So the question
doesn't really have fruit going right now.
Right. So the big question I've got for this matchup, how they end up playing it specifically, is like how much of an inside game is John going to play versus how much of a campy game. Roy's got a fair amount of range, but he's kind of like a Captain Falcon, old school Captain Falcon with a sword.
Yeah.
He's really got to get his hits in, and if he doesn't get his hits in, he can really struggle.
Oh yeah.
And Pacman's got a lot of tools to just be able to run away. Oh, if you know how to do that, great, because I have no idea.
I'm trying to figure it out. Between games away and oh, those are different.
Trading back airs.
I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna watch the match and hope for the best.
Sounds good. Maybe we can get somebody up here that does know eventually, in between games or something.
Oh, did he SD? He missed it.
That's a rough SD.
I think Roy probably, given especially how aggressive that John's been playing, I think Roy has a bit of an advantage. Because in those head-to-head confrontations, like Pacman's got fair and stuff, but other than that, he's got pretty lacking moves and doesn't have a lot of combos, whereas Roy can kind of just get in the jab, get in those falling up airs, and really get some good damage going.
Oh, absolutely, especially if you end up with hitting with the hilt of the sword, you can end up with a lot of damage. Plus, I mean, if you get side B off of the towards the edge of the stage, that's like death at 50%. Ooh, almost getting him with Melon. A back throw. Okay, soft stage. Now,
John
I
got
will
the
say
lead
that
from the
Pacman's
SD, holding it well.
Pacman's ledge trapping is really good too. I'm interested to see how John ends up going about it. All right, side B back.
Really good recovery. That's kind of a interesting spot for Roy to try to cover, so might as well just stay on
good
stage for that.
meaty back air. That was a really good response.
54%, that's
totally doable.
That's a lead, but that's totally comebackable.
80%. We're starting to get a little bit closer out of that range. Commentator's curse strikes again. Oh,
it
that's
happens.
unfortunate. That was an unfortunate whiff on the fart.
I'm not sure what I'm watching up there. I should just watch on here.
Either way works.
Yeah, I guess. I just like seeing the big screen, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it gives you a better idea of exactly what's going on. You can see the
Yeah.
micro spacing, all that sort of stuff. Interesting choice to go for side B twice for John.
Yeah, I'm hoping Celsus can kind of pick up on that and start punishing it a little bit more, because that's definitely not a safe move.
Oh, definitely not. Although he is doing a really good job on some of Pacman's slightly safer options.
Pollen Hydrant, cool.
Oh, no, good back air response out of that one too. John's got to get off the ledge. Oh.
Side B the wrong way. That's gonna cost him the stock. 87%. This is gonna look like a John game one as of now, but anything can happen, especially with Roy.
Oh yeah, Roy needs a grand total of
Probably
a hit
60% for
and
jab
it
back
could be
air.
death. As we say that, he's already up to 122. Oh, that might do it. Not quite. John clutch DI there.
Going for the safe recovery, kind of bumps and gets the.
Oh, doesn't quite get the hilt, unfortunately, with the side tilt. All right. Disadvantage situation. Let's wait. Okay. You know, if you're
Nice back air.
Nice, very nice back air.
Catching him on the landing.
So if you are the Roy player in this particular instance, you're on the ledge, you got 80% on you, you're playing against a Pacman. What's your thought process? What are you thinking and trying to get into there?
Well, I think at this point, your win condition's kind of going to be jab back air and getting enough percent to get to that point. So you might want to go for some falling up airs, because I'm not sure how easy of that is for Pacman to punish, because what are they going to do, back air with the lingering hitbox?
No, the best you're going to be looking at a fruit punish, and John doesn't seem to be using fruit too frequently, aside from just like getting the charge up and then go ahead and just using him right away. Nice back air response from John.
John taking control of the
strapping
stage.
situation. Oh, he's got the bell. He's got the bell.
47% on Pacman. This can be done.
Oh, forward smash. No.
Just like we said. And there you are.
So, like,
there's your comeback.
Yeah. So like I said, one more hit with Roy, and
I want to see John play neutral a little bit better, because, like, yeah, he was beating him in a lot of those neutral situations, but also just, like, in the hand-to-hand combat,
Yeah.
I definitely give Roy more of an advantage. I want to see him make more use of those tools that Pacman has in his zoning and putting out the hydrants, putting out the traps, getting them ready, and really being able to just not camp them out necessarily, but be able to get more control of everything, because
yeah, no, absolutely agreed. Oh, but he's going snake.
he's going snakes. So
Okay.
he is
So
a
this is
snake main.
So this is going to be another interesting situation. Snake's in a unique position where Roy's the type of character that can actually completely get rid of Snake's primary advantage of just being able to live forever. However, at the same time, depending on how John plays his grenade game, those swings that Roy makes are incredibly large, and they can activate those grenades really quickly. And Roy's a heavy boy, but he's not Snake's level.
Just in general, Roy's a pretty fast and aggressive character, so he can, like, let's say Snake decides to recover high, he could get a cheeky back air just jumping up there and catching him before he gets up to the top and get some pretty early KOs, and just in general being able to approach a lot easier than some other characters could.
Absolutely.
108 and 85, this is probably even game right here. Oh!
That's the opposite.
The SD Master. We just saw Javier on stream versus me, and luckily he didn't get any SDs this time around, but it looks like John's not quite as lucky.
No, John going back for his title again. All right. Oh, beautiful play. Beautiful play. We'll see if John's
Nice
able to keep him
cipher.
off stage
Ooh.
there. Yep. Good coverage with that up smash, forcing him to try to go low or get hit. He took the hit, and it did not work out.
32% after, what, 2 grenades?
Mm-hmm. Going up to 65. It does not take long for Snake to rack up that damage. And the worst part about it is now he can just sit back a little bit and relax. John, he has a fair number of like really nice burst tools, and John's incredibly good at taking advantage of those. But he also knows his good read on John's part, just unfortunate execution there. But John really knows exactly how to leverage those grenades and to get the most out of them. So we'll see if he's able to keep this lead really close to this juncture.
Does John have a lot of experience versus Roy? Because I can't think of any super notable Roys in Southern Oregon. And I don't know if there's any Roys in his circle group and up north that he goes and plays with online all the time. So I'm not sure. It could be a matchup thing also that he's struggling with.
It's very possible. But I do know that he has some Marth experience from back in the Brawl days. So even though things obviously don't translate exceptionally well, he does know the same kind of basic ideas of what the character is looking for.
Yeah. Even game right now. Celsus looking for a back air. John looking for some kind of opening where he can get up tilt, forward tilt, grenade.
He's about, I want to say about 10% away before John can get a confirm off of his grab as well. And there it is. There's the 10%.
For the trade.
So if John can get one grab, that's it. If Roy gets in one solid hit, that's also going to be a good recovery from John, taking advantage of the hitbox and the cipher.
John getting the trap set up with his up airs and grenades. Taking control of neutral.
Going back into a corner. Oh, John deciding
I like
to do
that
a double
Celsus
jump.
is really taking his time with every hit. Like, you saw it for a second, he just stood there and wanted to see what he did.
Exactly. 179. You do not see this typically again. Oh. That
Good
back
back
air
air.
comes out incredibly quickly for its size and its power. So
John
really
going high.
unfortunate play on that. Oh,
Just like I was saying, those situations where John's going to want to go really high to recover, Roy can cover those much better than a lot of characters can. And that's your cheeky back air. It's going to take the stock, but
oh yeah.
66, 30%. It's anybody's game right now.
Come off to the side. Roy with stage control again. Unfortunately, jumping into that neutral air. Some of those aerials that Snake has
Nice
got
parry.
are really
Not sure if that was on
difficult to
purpose or
respond
not. Wow.
Now that Snake is actually, depending on the situation, sits still. Oh, very good C4.
I didn't even see the C4 there.
I did not either. That was excellent placement on John's part.
That was
Coming
really
back-
good placement because that's a place that Celsus kept going. He kept going to the ledge and waiting to see what John would do. So by placing the C4 there, you remove that option. You're forcing him to approach a little bit more than usual. And then he's just keeping that far distance. Now, it's closer quarters. John's going to be able to get those grenades that he's wanting.
Absolutely. And if Snake can keep stage control, he's got control of the game. He's got most of the tools to be able to maneuver around in what limited space and try to add pressure to make you make a wrong choice. John really good at getting those reads sometimes, a little bit aggressive sometimes, kind of like we saw earlier with that double jump back air. But able to come back from a full stock deficit due to a self-destruct. Really good job on John's part for that match.
This is going to be, it's best of 3 still, right? So this
best of 3, yeah.
This is the last game. Going to Kalos.
Game at this point.
I guess Kalos, doesn't it? Kalos have shorter side blast zones?
I believe it's actually larger than most of the
stages. It's actually larger, okay.
Yeah, so we're actually looking at a huge stage. Maybe he's hoping to be able to survive for a little bit longer to find his way in through all those grenades. Not if that keeps happening though. Really good using the C4 there by John.
I wonder if the thought process going into the stage pick is just that Snake doesn't have the exact same confirms that Roy does.
Right.
Because like at jab back air is a pretty consistent setup at higher percents, whereas Snake kind of needs those grenades to be able to get those disadvantage and then just get those raw hits. He doesn't really have exact kill setups, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. And Roy's also incredibly dangerous to the ledge too, so if he can get John to not recover high, puts him in a situation, especially when it comes to those back airs, if he keeps on landing those and John decides at one point to go low, you put yourself in a situation where you can die at like 60% from side B.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2-2, 73%. Big lead for John right now.
Trying to get something started with those up airs. Also a really good choice, trying to get away from the grenades as well. Slightly smaller hitbox if you're being a little bit more precise with it. Oh, John getting the read. And where did that sticky come from?
I don't remember seeing anybody get stuck.
I don't even know.
John's doing a really good job with that down B right now. Getting the C4 stuck.
I'm actually trying to play the game now. Like, where is it? Or is he? The question is he even placed it at this point yet?
Nice
Ooh.
back air by John, reading the recovery on the stage.
Yeah, if you've got that many explosives kind of going around you, I wouldn't want to go back on that stage either. Oh, again.
Up smash, but he gets the trade.
Starting to try to utilize the grenades a little bit more with his gameplay. Oh, trying to power shield the second hit of that forward tilt. Yeah, it looks like John's starting to read his jump patterns.
Yeah, I was just about to say, John's adjustment during the set has been really good, because you saw that first game, he was just kind of throwing out attacks every once in a while. But you can definitely see John definitely anticipating wherever Celsus is going to want to land, and I think that's going to be the biggest telling factor in this set. 128% on the Roy, it's looking like pretty much the end of Celsus' winner run right now.
I wouldn't count him out yet.
He did make that comeback in the first game.
He made an amazing comeback for his game. And he's still making smart decisions. He's just getting caught.
Going for the forward air. Didn't quite work out the way he planned.
All right, let's trap situation. Oh, God, with the back air again.
Covering the jump from the ledge, and Jonix is going to take it after going down game 1.
Able to read the opponent and start getting in his head. Good job on Celsus' part for playing so well, though.
And then, where are we going next? We going to losers now, or?
I don't know. I know that they started. I know that they started bracket B.
I want to see. I'm pulling up.
Wait, was that Deadpool? Was that Deadpool